Hi, this is Kevin Wilson, author of the novel Nothing to See Here. And I'm incredibly honored that the book is a part of the 2022-2023 NEA Big Read. The novel is about a young woman, Lillian, who reconnects with a friend from high school, Madison, who now lives in a huge mansion, is married to a senator who has designs on being the president. But she needs Lillian to take care of her two stepchildren, these twins. And the catch is that when they get agitated, they burst into flames, literally. So it's a novel about children who catch on fire. But it's more than that. Over the course of this summer, Lillian, who's had a life that hasn't been what she'd hoped for, what she'd wanted, uh, spends this single summer with Madison and with these children in the hopes of reconciling her past, figuring out how to live in the present, and to actually imagine a future. To my mind, the world is so uncertain right now. And one of the reasons that I wrote this novel was I wanted to examine what does it mean when faced with vulnerability, people in need. And so often the response is to protect ourselves, to put up walls. Uh, and so what I really wanted to look at is what happens when we don't do that, when we walk into the fire, even if we know it means that we'll get burned. What does it mean to hold on to each other so that we can be stronger? Now, is there anything that I'd like to talk about with the Big Read community? And definitely, the two main characters in the book are former high school basketball stars. And I grew up loving women's basketball, especially the UT Lady Vols of the 90s. And I love the WNBA. And in so many ways, this novel was a chance for me to write about a sport that I love so much and to think about what happens when you're this amazing athlete and you leave that behind and step into whatever your life is now. So if there's anyone who wants to talk about women's basketball, I'm more than happy to do so. Again, I'm so honored to be a part of this program, and I look forward to the possibility of talking to so many of you. Thank you.